Hello and welcome back to Ascension. There's a lot to recap between the last episode now, so just to start, the last episode I fought the Ender Dragon in case you missed it or forgot by now. Pretty much what happened, I battled the dragon, ended up dying and losing my good set of armor, and then he came along destroying my grave, and then hit it with a fireball when I went back, so I lost pretty much all the good gear but a bit of it. Then I finally was able to kill the Ender Dragon using my Therium set, but it got super degraded on the fight, and then when I was looting it, trying to finish up, I died to an Enderman because I was just trying to sort my inventory and stuff. And then when I came back, I noticed that my Sinusite armor set was magically here. And while editing, I did notice that the armor set was here the whole time. I'm not sure how that happened because when I started the episode, I was wearing the Sinusite armor set, yet it was still on its armor stand back here. So I don't know, maybe it was just a glitch in how my world saved. I think there could have been a crash off camera before the episode, like sometimes I do stupid stuff and it results in a crash, mainly with some mods like the condensed potions, like if you put them in here it would crash because of the crystal chest, and some other things like that that occasionally just crash when I try and use the mods wrong. But yeah, so it might have been that it saved my armor, or what was on my character for the moment it crashed, but then rolled back the world a bit, and I just didn't notice. Either way, there was a ghost set of Sinusite armor. But after the episode, I returned to the end, I grabbed a whole bunch of the dragon essence, and yeah, then I looted my grave. I found the loot chest, because you did have a dragon loot chest, like the other bosses do, the grand loot chest sort of thing. It didn't have much in it, though. And yeah, then I also got the dragon egg, sorted all my items, and yeah. But pretty much off camera since that, I grinded a ton of levels. You can't tell because I used them all, but I was over 100 levels like twice. And I remade all my armor. I have my full battle set, remade all the enchantments, full durability, and I have my Sinusite armor set. Okay, so if you're really observant, you might notice this is not the same set as before. It's the same legs, but the body has steadfast, not magnetism. That's because the glitch set, the ghost set, whatever you want to call it, I brought in here. This is the set that mysteriously appeared on the armor rack, or the armor stand, during the episode due to whatever bug caused it. So I did in fact remake the entire set, and I'm leaving that one in there just because I don't want to just delete the Sinusite set, even though it was a glitch that I kept one. I just don't want to get rid of it. So if something crazy does happen and I just don't feel like grinding another set, I guess I can use this just so the series can have a nice finale. Like if I'm fighting one of the bosses, I die and lose my Sinusite armor set, I think I might want to just use that as a backup. But overall, this is planned to be more of just a display thing. I don't plan to use it in the series because it was a glitch and I did die and lose most of my Sinusite armor. So yeah, and you might have also noticed, there's flowers everywhere. That's because I decorated the base for Christmas. So before I get into these Christmas decorations, I just want to mention that I did make some new bows as well. Sharp Shot and Frozen Fury. I actually got made two trying to get Explosion again. No luck, but I got Frost on one, so I decided just to make it a nice bow. This is just a basic bow, so I can add Explosion or whatever else I want later on. So yeah, that's going to be the ice one, or the frost one. That one's going to just be a normal bow. So I do have those bows again, so I do have bows. And I also think I named this stuff Skull Slice. All this stuff should be good. I did go around and pretty much name and repair a lot of my gear. So yeah. And I can't think of what else to really say, but yeah, the Christmas decorations. So I am on the Lithos Christmas pack that came out again recently for this year. And also, I did work on the village, but I completely forgot what I did. I think I just finished the wall and put fences around it. And also, I did the gate. So, actually, let's head down there real quick, just so I can show you and remind myself what I did. And village. So, if we head down here, you'll see there's a Rogue Master, and here's some Christmas chests because of the Christmas texture pack. Pretty much, I am on an older version of Minecraft, 1.6, so I can't do two texture packs at once, so I had to manually merge them together. But, yeah, there's the gate area. I put doors here. It's still dark inside there. But, yeah, it's coming along nicely anyway. Anyway, I feel that's enough recapping stuff I did, but pretty much I have the Christmas decorations and there's still one more thing to show you. And oh, also I figured out the lag issue I was talking about before with the lights. So walking around now, it looks fine, right? But if I hold the light wand, things just seem to get a bit more laggy than, I don't know, maybe it's my imagination, but when I actually had the light wand, I noticed it getting a lot more laggy, maybe because I think it might be checking for the light stand or such. I don't know, maybe it's just my imagination, like I said. But when I was talking about lag due to the lights, it seemed more so when I was placing the lights and toggling that and walking around than when I am just walking around normally. So yeah, but I put flowers all over the base. They're just Christmas poinsettias, I think, but they're actually just roses because, you know, if I break them, you'll see rose. But yeah, they're designed to look like poinsettias. I think that's the flower. I might be messing it up completely, but so I put them all over. And yeah, I also did a tree up top, which I'll show you in a minute, but I also want to come over here and show you the dragon egg. Okay, so here is the dragon egg. The thing is, I don't want to leave it here in the display case thing. So if I do this, I'm really glad I remembered how to break it and didn't accidentally start hatching it, because as you know, here, hatch and tame a pet dragon. That's something I really should start on because it takes like 40 minutes to hatch. So, yeah. Also, as for the goals, I'm more less considering that beat because the only bosses I've left are the one down here in the end and that one there, actually. I never got the Desert Staff because the balls didn't drop and I just didn't want to rematch him and didn't spawn in creative. But the Fire Lord, I'm not sure if I'm going to get the orbs to fight him, but yeah. So the dragon egg, though, I can hatch it into a pet dragon, it will grow up, I can tame it, and I can fly it around. The problem is, it's not very easy to transport between dimensions, and the problem is actually if I fall off it, it just kind of falls down, and once it falls in water, I can't get it out, and if I hatched it at the end and it fell into the void, that would be bad as well. So for the moment, I think I'm actually just going to put the egg, I guess I'll just put it in here. But there's different versions I can get depending where I hatch it. If I hatch it in the forest biome, I get a forest one. If I hatch it in over like a river, I can get a water one. There's also ice ones and just different cosmetic variants. So I'm not sure when I actually want to start that because I don't know which dragon I want. But if you have suggestions, let me know down in the comments. So dragon eggs aside, yeah, the Christmas stuff. Also, the texture pack did update, so I have sheep textures and probably a few others. The texture pack is actually meant more for 1.8, but it still works on 1.6. But here's the Christmas tree. I don't get the cool blinking leaves effect because, once again, it's 1.6 and not 1.8. But I do have the nice wool effects and a little table here, and I plan to do more of this tree later, so yeah, but for now it's just Christmas decorations, but you know, in a week or so, yeah, we'll be doing more Christmassy stuff. Okay, so the main thing I want to do this episode is kind of follow up from the end, and when we come down here, I finally decide what this room's going to be used for, the end stuff, because in here I have all the knowledge fragments and the Ender Compodium, and here I have all the adventure diary just because I was tired of it clogging up the chest, and then here I have the dragon essence and some other stuff I'll need. I completely forget this recipe, so let's look it up right now. But I probably should not have searched a diamond. That was probably the easiest one to... Okay, so it's leather across the top, altar nexus, obsidian on the bottom, and bookshelves, and that's how you make that. So this is the essence altar, I believe it's called. I already forgot. That's kind of embarrassing. But yeah, it's kind of like an enchantment table-like thing. And I don't know where to put it, because I know you're supposed to leave some space, so I actually think I'll put it there. And I think it needs pillars at the corners, so, I don't know, let me grab some blocks just to put as pillars. Or was it obsidian? Did it have to be obsidian? I forget completely. Can I turn that into the fancy obsidian? I know there are the obsidian pillars, but I'm not sure if you can actually craft them. Was it endstone? I completely forget how this whole process works, which is kind of embarrassing. I don't know, let's just try with endstone and see if I can get the pattern right. So, I have seen people do this before, but personally, I have not. And apparently, I put it on where there was an invisible light. That's the problem with them. If I place down blocks, they'll override them because they act like air blocks. So, yeah. But something like, nope. I might actually have to go look this up, which is kind of embarrassing, but I forget how to start this whole process. So, give me 1 minute. Okay, so I'm back, and I think I know how this works now. Pretty much the reason it wasn't working was because I didn't give it Dragon Essence, and you have to put in the type of essence to declare what type of altar is. So now it's going to require other items. It requires a map, an Eye of Ender, and I did check on the wiki so I know which items it's asking for. I think that's supposed to... Oh, that's Enderman Head. I didn't see because it didn't fully turn. And I do have all these items spare, obsidian... book. I have no idea what happens if I get this wrong, by the way. So yeah, you have to feed it all these items, then it will activate the altar thingy. And another book. I thought it only required one of each. Whoops. I guess I got that wrong. So I actually put them all in order, thinking it was going to ask for them all in order as well. So I hope I don't have to keep running back and forth. But yeah, this is the Dragon Essence altar. It can connect up to 8 pillars around it. I'm not sure if it has to have a certain distance, but we apparently got it. So now I can feed it more Dragon Essence, and it should have purple ores projecting to all valid pillars. So it's not connecting to these. So I wonder if it's not working because of an invisible light. So actually, let me just grab this real quick. And yeah, we'll see. So let's head down here and see if there's an invisible... Okay, you see the lag I'm talking about now? It just seems a bit more laggy. So I'm not sure. Let's break this and see. So it doesn't seem like that was really affecting it, but I don't see it connecting to these, but it connects to those. So I'm assuming it's just the thing. I don't know. I'll have to fix the lighting later on, but it just feels laggy at times when I hold that mainly. So I don't know. Could just be my imagination. Could be a thing. Anyway, pretty much now we can use this to imbue and repair items. So I'm not sure what items I want to put in, but yeah. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is give this a bunch more dragon essence. Now the next thing I want to do is the brewing stand here. So pretty much if I just throw the brewing stand... Magnetism probably does not work well with this. But how it works is you actually place the items on top and... Alright, that one doesn't seem to be working at the moment. I heard they could go up to 8, but maybe I was wrong. But you see, the orbs are now connecting from there. It's going to use dragon essence, and it's all nice and cool and all that stuff. So these don't seem to actually be connected, so I think I'm just going to remove them. I hope I can actually remove these freely and not damage the altar or whatnot. But I heard it does work up to 8. I don't know, maybe I'll just get rid of some of these later on and just focus around the corner. I'll have to see what I want to do, but pretty much this is how it works. I can throw down items and they'll repair it and get new enchantments. So actually, let's just try my pickaxe here too, just to see. So they just float above here. I cannot pick... Oh, I can pick them up. I thought they were kind of stationary until it was done. But they won't despawn, as far as I know. And it's going to repair them and add new enchantments. I'm not sure if I can tell when they're done, but yeah. Okay, so the brewing stand is done, and now it's an enchanted brewing stand, which we can't normally craft. And, yeah, the pickaxe is not done yet. I guess I'll just set this up down here, actually, because I don't know why I need to put it up there. Pretty much, you brew like normal, but using ender powder. Good thing I grabbed some of that. So I think I'll only do half for now, because it is used for some other things. I have no idea how these work either. Like I said, I know of the mod. I played around with it, but I don't really know how it works. But, yeah, now let's grab some potions. And come to think of it, I don't have potions ready because I make them all condensed, and putting condensed in there will probably crash my game, so give me 1 minute. Okay, I have no idea if this pickaxe is done yet or not, but I just want to check, and it's just fully repaired in magnetism. Maybe it won't add more enchantments to this. I don't know, I'll have to play around more with that off camera, and I do know I could have used... that to repair my armor instead of repairing it manually when I did all off camera. But I may want to save this for on camera and just repair it using levels, because levels aren't really hard for me to get, but Dragon Essence kind of was. So yeah, but I have the end powder down here. And if I put in potions, I have some various different stages here. But let's try strength, just because this should be fun. So I put the stuff in here. Why is it not brewing? Okay, so I got it working. Apparently how to use base level potions and not advanced. I thought it upgraded from like strength 2, but apparently not. So, okay, so I guess maybe you have to start on... Yeah, you start with like the basic tier potion, then it will keep upgrading it. So, strength 3, and oh my god, it keeps going. I didn't have a third spare base level strength potion though, so yeah, but it does use a lot of end powder. I'll have to go back and get more of that. But yeah, we can get some insanely powerful potions. Strength 4. And I doubt I can do redstone now. Oh my god, I can! This is overpowered. Not only can I get strength 4 for 3 minutes, I can also up its duration now. It won't work with resistance probably, because that's a mod potion. But oh my god. Over 3 minutes of strength 4. 500% more damage. So, this might actually be needed to fight one of the other bosses, because I never could beat it, even with creative. So, yeah, this is pretty powerful. I probably should have looked into this mod a lot sooner, but, oh well. Okay, so I really don't have much else planned for this episode, so let me just throw that on there and see what this sword gets. When it did finish the brewing stand, it gave a sparkly effect. I'm not sure if that's true for tools or not, but as long as the orbs keep going into it, I'm going to leave it there. And, I ran out of powder, but it's 6 minutes of strength 4. That's just so powerful. So, yeah, I think I'm just actually going to throw all this stuff back in here. Probably should grab that in case I need to teleport. Yeah, that'd be wise. And grab that back. But just leave all that here for now. So, I think I want to go over the Ender Compodium stuff right now. Oh, crap. I didn't realize it would put it... I was trying to get in my inventory. So, yeah. So if I open up this book, like I said, I spawned in creative, but this is kind of what it is. It's a source of knowledge about the end, interact with the world, unlocked fragments. Okay, this is interesting. Apparently it says we can actually use paper to get knowledge fragments by using on stuff, but, pretty much, altars and tables. You can see different things here, and just doesn't really tell us at first because we don't know how it all works. So, if I use the knowledge fragments I already have, I think I might be able to, see, it just unlocks stuff. So, let's just use all of these that I got from dungeon chests. I'm not sure how, or actually if you can make more, because this mod has updated a lot for the different versions. I'm still using one of the earlier versions in 1.6, because they stopped updating 1.6 and did a lot more in 1.7. So, I really don't know how much has changed or not. So, yeah. But, this should be interesting to say the least. So, if we had, okay, so we unlocked stuff somewhere. Okay, so apparently it locks some sections at a time. For the Dragon A icon here, the Dragon Slayer, large island which serves as a battle area for the Ender Dragon boss. Also one of these, a tall tower, it spawns in the end made of various, or different variants of obsidian. I have seen that before. Mostly flat biome with long caves, decorated densely with spooky trees, different types of infested grass, and ferns. So it just seems that some appear like that. I got the music one, disc containing various music plays in the end. I don't think I got any of the others. I'm trying to go through and see if it does say anything about anything. But overall, I haven't really unlocked much at all. I don't know about these tables yet. I might try using the paper on some of this stuff to see if it will fill out its entry. But I'm not sure how exactly I do that, or if I can. But apparently you can enchant TNT. I know a bit about the soul charm and the transference gem, not much. Ender pearls, I do remember that from the adventure diary. There was stuff over here. No, nothing. Okay, teleportation gem dropped by the Eye of Ender, which is a spatial dash gem. Yeah, the fragments of the transference gem. Just butchering all the words. Ores. Not sure that's supposed to be in there, but magical powder can enhance certain items. We already know that from enchanting, and I need more. Creatures. The dragon. Well, gotta know about him. Ender Eye, small but very powerful mini-boss with unknown hearts. Okay, I'll just let you in on a bit of a spoiler. These guys I set up to be mini-bosses. That's another boss, because when I fought him, he was tougher than a dragon, so I thought, well, let's make him even stronger. So I have no idea how you're supposed to beat him. Protects the Enderman Relic. So that's one of the guardians that we'll end up hopefully encountering. I don't know, I'm just kind of afraid of the end, because, okay, damage and transferring health to the dragon, so I was right about that. Infested Bat. Varies in size. Fire Golem, Scorch Lens. Don't know much about any of this stuff. And I don't know about this either. I know that is used to make stuff. I think a new potion. Let's see. So the spooky logs have a chance of dropping that. Yeah, that's what this... I think those together make that. Maybe that's why they're listed there. I forget. I did read it on the wiki briefly, but I didn't want to spoil everything. That's interesting. But yeah, there's a lot to this mod that I just don't know about. So yeah, and I have no idea if that's doing anything. Let's check. Just seems to have repaired it. So yeah, I have my super powerful potions. I need more ender powder to keep doing that. And I looked over this, but I don't have much more. So let's see if the paper will actually work. Like if I right click any of this stuff, will it give me more information or new knowledge fragments? So yeah. Because, like I said, I really haven't done much with this mod. Doesn't seem to work. Doesn't seem to work. So maybe it didn't mean literally, like, interact with the world and unlock knowledge fragments written on paper. Maybe if I... Did I actually use one? I thought I had more paper. So, I'm not sure. If I actually open this, will it... I don't know. Let me check real quick. Anyway, sorry if this ends up being a shorter episode, but I think I'm going to end it here. I'm going to look into some of this stuff off camera, probably head back to the end, get more powder and make more potions. I might play around a bit more of this essence altar to see if I can do that, but I'm going to save any more like big end exploring to the new islands and such for on camera in a future episode. Probably not next episode, but in the future. So anyway, if you have any advice for me for stuff relating to this, even if it might be, well, not outdated, but new dated? What's the opposite of outdated? Because this is technically outdated. So if you have advice even that might not apply to it because it was added in a later update, or anything you have to say about this mod that might help me, let me know. Also the dragon egg, let me know what version of the dragon I should hatch. If you have any suggestions, I probably will look into it myself, but I think I'm going to wait a couple episodes before hatching it too. So, yeah, sorry I haven't done too much this episode, or at least I didn't delve too much into all the end stuff, but I just actually don't know how it works. So, yeah, anyway, thank you all for watching, and hopefully you enjoyed this episode, and until next time, goodbye.